They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
From midfield, here's Brady. They'll check this one down to Michel, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Brady, and Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On first down, it's Watson. Looking long for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out.
Reset.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And a short gain down to about the 33. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third and 2, Watson. The catch made by Miller. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
A first down carry now for Miller. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Richmond. Reset. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller there to make the grab. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rifles one complete into the hands of Gronkowski. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rob Gronkowski, 77 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Gronkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Houston Texans, Charles, they had that 0-3 start, and then they got hot. And I don't know, maybe it's because of that slow start. Is that why we're not hearing as much about them as a contender this year?
I think that is a huge part of it. In addition, Kansas City's been so exciting and winning a lot of games. New England is New England, and they play high-profile games and win them. The Chargers, they've been on the scene a little bit because Philip Rivers is so recognizable. And, of course, Pittsburgh now getting back in form. So you're right. When they were 0-3, they were pretty much buried. But remember what their quarterback, Deshaun Watson, said at that time? We're going to get this thing right. Don't jump on the bandwagon then. Jump on it now because we're going to be pretty darn good. And he was so correct.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Black 22! Black 22!
Here's Watson now on second down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We got 3, we got 10. Green 39! Green 39! Tiger, tiger, tiger!
Now a first down throw. Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Tiger, tiger!
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tiger, tiger, tiger!
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. To throw on second is Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Miller. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 9 yards on the first down keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Richmond!
They hand off to their big tight end. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Reset!
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the air now with Watson. Flush to touchdown, Texans.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognizes he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look. 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now flags come in. Looked like one of the Patriots might have moved. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Gets it to Gordon. Finding room to the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. And this is going to be incomplete. Jonathan Joseph there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Watson now to throw. Underneath for Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tiger. Reset. Black 99 Philly.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Watson on first down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Here's Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Watson on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Come back.
On fourth down, Watson dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing on first down is Brady to Michelle on the dump off. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Brandon Dunn continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead him up 3rd and long. Now Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Throwing now, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Reset. Tiger. Richmond.
Now Watson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll look to throw. They'll check this one down to Michelle. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And that is incomplete. Complete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans are going to win the football game. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Reset.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Steps away to his left. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime.